What is up, super fam and bro Vengers alike? I am Sensei Finito, aka Vane Sensei, and welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture. And today we are going to be talking about what's happening next for Wheelie Wednesday. Yo, Wheelie Wednesday has been such an amazing thing that we've been able to partake in from week to week, back to back, here after here, where after where, all the good things. You know what I'm saying? And we had a wonderful time with our current run of From Watcher to Reader on Wheelie Wednesday, where we read The Wheel of Time, Book One, The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. And this book was actually fantiddly-tastic amazing. It was one of the first book club. It was one of the first books of book club. Basically, we're going to be continuing book club. We're going to be doing a lot of oh my goodness, we're going to be doing a lot of other stuff when it comes to book club that I'm really excited about venturing on with. We're definitely going to be starting book two very soon of The Wheel of Time. And book two is going to be, I think book two is going to be even better than book one. Everyone has already said that these books get tremendously better as we go along. So I'm really excited and really pumped to keep on trucking down the road and hopefully, uh, really just continue going with these books as long as we can, and then possibly switching to another book after book two. Um, Dune 2 just came out, obviously, so I'm definitely thinking about diving into the first book of Dune, and then kind of, reading that for book club, and then possibly maybe we can even pick that up after the second book for Wheel of Time, because uh, we're not going to be reading book three until the next season comes out, because I'm pretty sure book two is the most that we can read, because season one and two basically contained all of the things from book one and two, and then we don't know. And then I'm pretty sure some people have said that season three will contain things from book three and four. So then, if once that season comes out, if that is a fact, then we'll be able to read those two books without any interruption, and we'll be all good. But I do want to kind of bounce back around between different books. I mean, there are 14 books in this franchise, so I don't want to just have everything about book club only be for Will of Time and then we just finish it. I want to kind of, I want to be able to enjoy it and then go and read maybe Dune, and then jump into maybe like I said, some of Brandon Sanderson's stuff as well, because I mean he has a lot. So there's a lot of books that we can kind of dive into, and I think it'll be really fun to actually do more than one at a time as well. But right now, I think there's so many shows that are coming out. So many shows, in fact, that I actually forgot about a show. I forgot all about doing our watch parties for the Bad Batch, and that's super unfortunate. So we definitely got behind on all of that stuff for the Bad Batch, but I'm hoping to get caught up somehow, some way, and possibly bring those watch parties back. And I'm hoping to be able to start, following and catching up on some of the news as well that goes along with Wheel of Time. So, we can be putting that out on our Marvel Bros page as well. But we haven't been doing that yet because, we don't want any spoilers from stuff, because the majority of people that are covering the Wheel of Time already know about the Wheel of Time. So it's not like every post is spoilery, but they will drop something every once in a while. That's a little spoilery. Excuse me. So I'm pumped. I'm excited to continue Willy Wednesday, though, because I think Willy Wednesday is something that we can always do, even if it's not always book club. We can always do a Wheelie Wednesday of some kind, talking about Wheel of Time some way, watching something about Wheel of Time. I know there's so much content out there, going over the glossary for it and just figuring out different things. Like that for all the different books that we cover. There's always different things that we can do for this content, and not just for this content, but for this book. Uh, and I'm really excited to kind of jump into it and see what all the stuff is that we'll actually be able to share in when it comes to the Wheel of Time, because there's so much about it. There's so much. So I know last week people were even talking about we could read the graphic novels for Wheel of Time as well, and that's something that I would be super down to do. Go into that. I think it would be really fun to do the graphic novels of the Wheel of Time, and just continue to go and get in all of that content that there is, because there's so many different types of, I guess, publications that there are for it. Yo, what's up with Amari Sue? Just got home. What's going on? Yo, we're just talking about uh
Hello there.
we're talking about Wheel of Time right now, and talking about how we're going to be doing Willy Wednesday, even if we're not doing book club. And we're excited to be getting back into book club for book two, hopefully very soon. I just got to get the book, and then we'll get it on and pop it. I mean, I think I can get the audio book for it actually, and then just buy the book afterwards, and so we can kind of get the ball rolling with it. Because I know the audio book, not the audio book, but the book, it'll take a little while to get here, and then I think it's always more expensive on, not on, but at, what's it called, Barnes and Nobles. Well, how you doing today, Mari? So I hope you're having a good day. How's your Wheelie Wednesday going? I hope you're having one wheel of the Wednesday. Ooh, that coffee, yo, I'm trying to tell you, it's delicious. I really enjoyed this book. We talked about it last week. We kind of went through it chapter by chapter as well, just discussing how amazing the book is, and how, what I did like, what I, not really what I didn't like, because there wasn't a lot of things that I didn't like, other than like, I'm trying to even think about it. Like, I feel like the biggest thing that I didn't like was how confused I was at certain parts. But then all of the confusion comes together in the end, so then you're not really confused anymore. You know what I mean? But uh being confused is never a bad thing when you're a nerd, because it just means you have to read it again. You know? So that's definitely a peak thing right there, is like the things that I'm confused about will definitely reveal themselves more on my second read through, which I'm excited to get to. And maybe we can just do a dedicated stream to this glossary, to just kind of going over the things in the glossary. We might even go over some of them today. I don't know, but mostly I want to see um what we can do for from watcher to reader part. What would it be? Would it be season two, or act two, part two? No, I think those were episodes. No, they were split into episodes. Okay, so we'll do, from Watcher to Reader season two, and then that'll be for the Great Hunt, and then I want to do a separate from Watcher to Reader that's just spelled regularly from Watcher to Reader, and do that for Dune, and then do it for The Expanse and his Dark Materials. I think that would be really awesome to have like a regular from Watcher to Reader series that's a separate from our Watcher to Reader series. You know what I mean? Watcher and Watcher. You know what I mean? There is a difference. So the WOT Watcher to Reader series is the Wheel of Time stuff, and then Watcher to Reader WAT will be for every other series that we've watched before and we'll read next. And I think there's something else. I know I just said it. The Expanse, his Dark Materials, Dune, and we can just go through the list. But I think Wheel of Time uh is the biggest, not the biggest franchise out there, but it's the longest franchise, right? There's 14 books. So that's 14 seasons of From Watcher to Reader. And that's awesome. And I want to be able to do that as well. And I don't want to like try to fly through it. I want to kind of like, you know, just kind of take our time with it, and flow with it, and not have to rush through anything. That's really the biggest thing. I don't want to try to rush through it. I really loved the way that we did it last time, even though we accidentally had two part zeros, you know what I mean? I think it's fun to do the zero because we can go over the prologue, um and then even some bonus episodes for glossary stuff. or even rereading certain parts that you guys liked, maybe, doing votes or something like that. And what I really want to do uh, is get some of you guys in the Discord, or I don't know how the Patreon stuff works, but something like that to where we can actually have listen parties or watch parties and really read the books together, or like have a chat to where we're talking about the book as we're reading it, like, oh yo, I just finished this chapter or something like that. I think all of that stuff will be a lot of fun, but it's just about being more consistent with everything, which is what I'm trying to do for sure. Um but yeah, I am freaking I am really excited to get more of the nerdy book content. The world's been grinding me exceedingly fine this week, but at least I'm not sick anymore. Hey, everybody was sick there for a while, for real. It was insane. Every time I turned around, somebody was sick. I'm definitely happy that you're feeling better, but I'm sorry that the wheel is. I hope the wheel isn't grinding you too hard, if you know what I'm saying. His Dark Materials, yes, please. There are two books we could read. Uh, what do you mean there are two books we could read? Or do you mean there's two books of His Dark Materials? I thought there was three. But yeah, I'm really excited to keep it going with from watcher to reader. Uh, with our season two, The Great Hunt will be very very fun to go through. I'm really pumped, like really really pumped to do that. I'm not gonna lie, and I think we might even get that cracking off like really soon here. I don't, Marisu, have you already outlined like the weeks for that for book two? Because I'm down to kind of jump into book two because we can't jump into book three. That's kind of why. That's the reason why I do want to jump into it, and I don't want to jump into it because I'm not going to continue until the next season is out, and I know that's gonna have you guys super pressed, but I'm not. And then probably after next season, then we can just kind of keep the book stuff going because I don't want to have to wait 2 years every time. But this time, I think it'll be a good time to like jump boom that book, do the other book, and then maybe jump into Dune because Dune is popping. And I really, really want to try to do two book clubs at once, but I know that could be hard. I know that could be hard. And Marisu, I don't know if you would. I don't know if you would be down to do something like that. You know what I'm saying? Jump in multiple books at once. Because when it comes down to it, I'm not a booktuber type of vibe, so there I can't. Like I don't want to say there's no point because there is a point because I would want to read them, but at the same time, it's like there's gonna be watch parties for all this other content. This is gonna be a slow year as well because there's not a lot of Marvel stuff popping off as far as shows go. But I do want to start watching a bunch of other shows that are coming out. Again, fumbled the bag on the Bad Batch. We're not going to talk about that, but I'm pumped. I'm pumped. I'm pumped. I think it's going to be fun to keep reading and keep doing that. And then comic book club as well is going to be awesome because I know so many of you guys are also comic book fans, not just book fans. You guys like comic books as well and graphic novels, and I want to get into all of that type of physical media that there is. I think it'll be really fun, and I think it'll be a awesome way to get more nerds into comic books and physical media. I mean, even when we were doing our early on book club, there was a lot of the Brovengers and Marvel Bro and Superfam that were just coming in like, "You, let's get a comic book club going," and let's start reading these comics that are aligning with different things or whatever the case may be. And I think that's going to be a super fun thing to do. Uh, and I think there's going to be a lot of new doors and stuff that are going to be open. I'm trying to get the TikTok popping so we can be talking about books and nerd stuff. But I don't know what to do with that. I actually think I want to. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to. I think I want Wheelie Wednesday to even just be book stuff. Period. Right? Because I mean, Wheel of Time is what got me into all of the book stuff. So it's like sometimes we can all like the majority of the time it'll be about Wheel of Time, but then other times maybe we can talk about other things on a Wednesday and it not be a Wheelie Wednesday specifically. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think it out in my brain head hole, but we'll see. We'll see. So the show we watched is based on a trilogy that's 20 years old. Then there's a prequel about young Lord Asriel, and then there's a sequel about adult Lyra. I'm pretty sure a third book is coming. Wow, so that's four books in no, five books in total. I'm tripping. Five books in total, soon to be six. And what we've watched already is based off of the trilogy you said. All right, okay. And that I didn't know that was 20 years old. That's actually insane. There's so many things that I have watched that I don't know come from a book. So I want to like I think that could be so fun to do to just keep diving into all the like all the books that are to dive into all the books that have spawned movies and shows because of how good the books are. Like Narnia and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like how many people have actually read Narnia that have watched Narnia? Not a lot of them, but I think there's a lot of the book fans out there that would like to, be like, yeah, this is what I love as well. And I think that was something dope that I got to see firsthand with like the Wheel of Time fans is like see you guys watch me who I've never, read anything before. But I mean, Wheel of Time is different though as well because you guys go hard. Like you guys watch every single piece of Wheel of Time content that there is. So it's like I don't expect every other fan base of books to be as big as you guys. Like not even close. But the love for books has like been rekindled by Wheel of Time for me. So that's why I kind of want to jump into other books and stuff too. I really want to read Yumi and the Nightmare Painter for real. Not even gonna lie to you. But his Dark Material should be a good read. I'm down to do that. I'm down to do the trilogy or do the other two books. I think it would be dope to do the trilogy first, just because it's like, I mean, as far as the Former Watcher to Reader series, because that's what I was thinking about it on that tip. But I know you want me to read the extra stuff that I don't know about yet, Marisu. But I want to kind of jump into all of it and dive into all of it. Uh, like I keep saying, I'm really pumped. I want to read every single piece of Brandon Sanderson material that there has ever been. Uh, yeah, I really do. So and that's why I'm saying like I really think having Wheelie Wednesday be more than just the Wheel of Time. I think it's possible because a lot of you guys even that are Wheel of Time fans are huge book nerds that have read all the other books as well. So it's not like, it's not like, oh man, I miss like darn it, I don't read book but and I want to get a lot of people and jump in and just keep it going, but I also understand how important Wheel of Time is to everyone. So we'll either see where the wind takes us or we'll start doing like polls and stuff like that on the channel. That might actually help. But I think when it comes to Watt and Robert Jordan as well, there is so much to consume and it's like why not? I mean, even when it comes to the what is it the Kramer audiobooks, right? Even that. I mean, there's so much there is so much content out there. Like it's like, hey, we're doing from watcher to reader, but now we're doing the audiobook version of it where we're listening to the other person do it, and then we're gonna go back and listen to Rosamund Pike do the Great Hunt, and then we're gonna listen to Kramer do Kramer do the Great Hunt, and then we just keep it going like that. I know that's possible as well, and I want to really dive in to all of that type of Wheel of Time stuff. It's so amazing, and I also want to stumble across other awesome fan bases that really are like under the surface, but not under the surface, because for me, it was super surprising to even know about Wheel of Time. Like when I found out about it, it was like, oh, what is this? This seems cool. And then all of a sudden it was like a floodgate of Wheel of Time nerds that just loved the project and really wanted to see someone else appreciate something that they love, which is my favorite part of being a nerd, right? So it's like there has to be other communities out there like that as well when it comes to books. And it's like, how can we stumble upon those as well? And it's like just jump into them more. So that's kind of what I want to do. And again, you guys are fans of other books. Like, I believe someone, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Matt that even told me about The Expanse, and then I went and watched the show. Loved it. Literally one of the best sci-fi shows I've ever watched. Like, The Expanse is amazing. Wheel of Time is amazing. I just love all of those things so much. Like, they just work together so well. So uh I think continuing to expand on that and finding all these other books, you guys are always giving me recommendations of things to read and things to watch and check out. And I just want to keep diving into all the other nerd piles of nerdism that's out there. I think it'll be fantastic. If you could get another couple of Watt books under your belt, we could really start having some crazy metaphysics conversations. How many books exactly are we talking? Like, how many exactly? Watt is statistically the best fandom. I didn't know that. I haven't checked the statistics. But what's up with it? How you doing, Rant? I hope you're having a good one. Can't hang, but Mike is kind of crackling. Much love. Hope you read book 2. Oh, is it? Hold on. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Is that better? I hope this is better. I hope you have a good one, Rant. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for showing some love. Definitely have a good rest of your day, night, whatever time it is, wherever you are. I appreciate you. I hope my mic sounds better. Let me know if the crackling is continuing. Man, when it comes to, and we will be checking out The Great Hunt very soon. I do believe I'm pretty sure we're going to be checking out before this month is over. Well, we should be starting The Great Hunt. That's my hope. As long as I'm pretty sure there's the book is broke up. I'm not sure. Marisu, did you drop that somewhere possibly? I don't remember. I got to go look through the comments and stuff like that again as well. I've been making so many TikToks and all this other stuff for all the platforms and profiles, so it's been a lot of stuff going on and going down. I would love to start making book talks, but I got to start reading more books to make talks about them. Did you guys? I don't know if anyone saw, but Brandon Sanderson like just wrote another new book. Like he wrote another secret book. I don't even know how it's possible. This man has more time, and I don't even know how this man has time. Every time I see him, he's doing something, and he still turns around and writes secret books. Like this man's entire life, we see his entire life. He's recording when he's freaking signing autographs and all of this. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like that is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's wild that this man has really taken over our lives, taken over lives like this. And I just want to dive in. I want to dive into all things Brandon Sanderson so bad. Like so bad, but I'm just so scared that it's gonna take over my entire life. Like the Wheel of Time. Like the thing that helps me with the Wheel of Time is that before I even went into this, I had the idea of I'm not going to go ahead of the show. So that I've been able to pre-game myself about this for like 2.5 years. Like, okay, I'm not gonna when I start reading the book, I'm not going to go ahead of the show. When I start reading the book, I'm not gonna go ahead of the show. I've been telling myself that since the first episode and we found out that there was a book about it. You know, that's how I do things. I don't like to get spoiled around these parts. You dig? But when it comes to Brandon Sanderson, there is nothing stopping me from diving headfirst into all things Cosmere and everything that he has made and written. And that's kind of what I want to do as well. So that's kind of why I want to dive into the Cosmere stuff also. And be I can't be a from watcher to reader with that. But I really want to dive into that because then it's like I can read all of the books and it's not gonna spoil anything. Well, there it will, but you know, I can jump on this series, jump on that series, and this just kind of continue it in that way. So that's kind of something that I want to do. Uh, Brandon Sanderson, Robert Jordan. I really want to dive into both of those works, and I want to dive into a whole bunch of stuff, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I just want to read. I just want to read, but I also want to create content about the stuff that I'm reading as well because I just love to create content. So it might even just be a thing to where I read and then I create TikToks about the things that I'm reading, and then we have a whole book talk thing that's just dedicated to that. And I love making TikToks as well, so it might be possible, but who knows? But I'm damn I'm loving it, man. Uh Marisu says, oh, I think I planned the first 5 weeks. Hold on, I find it. Okay, for sure, for sure, for sure. I mean, we can. Okay, if you got the first 5 weeks, then that means we can plan it out. Okay, I want to because like I want to plan it out a good amount, especially since my birthday is in May. So that means there will be a week where I'm not well no, because that's I don't know if my birthday's on a Wednesday though, so I might be here to be able to do book club. I think keeping book club on Wednesdays works super well also. I think it works super well also. Honestly, just being able to it's like a midweek thing. It makes it a little bit more chill. Today hasn't been super chill, but I've actually been pretty busy today. But still, it's kind of a chill day. It's more laid back. We're more relaxed with it. Um, Only because Wednesday's not always a more chill day, but it's like the middle of the week. So then it just brings more, for me, Wednesday is a day that I like to kind of not disconnect my brain, but Wednesday is a day where I like to be able to just almost take a breath a little bit and not be doing all the same things that I've been doing every other day throughout the week type of vibe. So I think having book club every Wednesday will continue to be the strat. And then I mean it's even possible to move it on to other days as well. It really just depends. And I also want to kind of get in. I just want to get into it, yo. I just want to get into it. So we'll probably start the Great Hunt next week or the week after. I'm not sure exactly. What I'll do is I'll schedule like the first month worth, like the first four, I guess you can say. Because what? How many? I don't know how long the book is, but last time we had 9 episodes, I believe, of From Watcher to Reader. So it would make sense that in this next one we have probably the same 9. Well, really it was like 12 because there was 2 part 0s and then there was also a bonus episode. So I think that actually might be the strat is like hit for 12, but just go in with the idea of knowing that like okay, this will be the Great Hunt like Great Hunt prologue. But I guess we only did that because there was so much stuff to watch and consume for book one, right? Because there was the trailer thing, not the trailer, but the fan, all the fan made stuff. I don't know if this has that much stuff around it either. Hmm. But I do think that it would be dope. It would be good to do the prologue separate though, just because it's like, all right, this is what we're about to dip our toes into. Like okay, this is what it is. This is what we're about to get ready for. Here's the prologue. I don't know. There might even be like one of those earliers or something like that. I'm not sure. We got week one prologue through chapter 5, week 2 chapter 6 through 9, week 3 chapter 10 through 14, week 4 chapter 15 through 19. Oh, okay, okay. So then should we not do the prologue separately or should we do the prologue with it? Like should we not do the prologue with it or should we do the prologue with it? Like I kind of want to do the prologue separately, but I guess I only want to do it separately because we did it separately the first time. So I guess there's not really a need to do it separately. It's just a desire. Oh, I didn't know. This thing go into every color except white. Oh, interesting. I'm not sure. I'm not sure either. Like I said, I don't know how the prologue is. I don't really know anything about the second book. I think it because I like I said, I don't think there's a whole like shit ton of content around the second book like there is for the first book, right? Like I don't know if there's anything that we can really read or anything that we can really not read, but anything that we can watch that's like, oh, Wheel of Time, Great Hunt, uh like everything was based off of the first season because all of the pilot episodes and all that type of thing. Of course, there's content out there to watch. I'm not saying there's not. I'm just saying like non-spoilery or things to like get us pumped and get us ready. Like we were listening to the song that person made and all of that type of thing. So maybe not. I don't think it's a long prologue. Okay, Mari. So if it's not a long prologue, then yeah, we could definitely just yeah. Then if it's not a long prologue, then we can just do it the way you kind of have it set out. Week one, prologue through chapter 5. Week two, chapter 6 through 9. Week three, chapter 10 through 14. Or I do like the zero though, because it's like we're getting ready for it, It's like, hey everybody, we're about to do it. Next week is the real episode, but we're reading the prologue and getting hyped. We listen to the prologue. No, I think we might do the prologue by itself, actually. I think we might do the prologue by itself because we listen to it, it's like we listen to the whole thing, and then it's all just about the prologue and talking about how hyped we're gonna be and just going over like each thing, like, okay, here's the schedule and all of that good stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that's what we're gonna do. I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna do Wheel of Time. Yeah, that's what I think we're gonna do. Prologue, its own episode, so we can get hyped. I was getting hyped already just talking about all the little things that we could like look into. Um, and even possibly do, like I said, the glossary. We could do the glossary from book one in the prologue episode from watcher to reader, or should that be like a post like a post wait should the glossary be gone over for season one of From Watcher to Reader, or should it go to season two? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, here's all the glossary stuff from the last book as we're going into this next book. Or should it be like, let's just focus on this book in this season and focus on the other one in the other season? Almost like the glossary is part of the prologue of the next book. And then we could do that for all of the books. Or should we have the glossary be contained within its own book so we can talk about it within the sanctions of this book? I'm sorry if I'm confusing you. Are you confused yet? The wheel of time turns and ages come and pass. What was, what will be, and what is may yet fall under the shadow. Let the dragon ride again on the winds of time. That is such a fire. That is just, yeah, that's amazing. That's beautiful. All right. I kind of think maybe we should do the glossary with almost as like a send off episode. Like, go like final thoughts and glossary. The real walk the real walk content is on old message board. That's where the fun was. That's I believe it. I could only imagine how that was. Everybody just nerding out, making assumptions and trying to guess about different things. Hey friends, what's the plan? Yo, what's up with it, Thatcher?
Hello there.
How you doing? I hope you're having a good day today. I hope you're having a wonderful Wheelie Wednesday. We're talking about all of the good stuff. The plan is we're going to do week 1 prologue and initial thoughts, I guess. Then we're going to do week 2 chapters 1 through 5, week 3 chapters 6 through 9, week 4 chapters 10 through 14, and then week 5 chapters 15 through 19, and then as we go on, the rest of those sections slash segments will be released to us and the public. And then of course some may be delayed, or maybe if there's life stuff going on, but we don't know if that's going to happen. So until then, we'll just kind of focus on the good, not the bad and the ugly. You know what I mean? Or maybe. Most of the glossary isn't that interesting. It's mostly to help you keep track of proper nouns, but the entries on the one power or the dark one might give you food for thought. Oh, okay, okay. So yeah, that definitely sounds like damn near like a post credit scene. Post read interview. All right, y'all. I am ready. We're gonna keep talking about it. We're gonna keep going over how we will be doing these episodes. But before we continue, you guys already know who to tap in with. Go and get you some of the best popcorn around from none other than Dom.
Hi, my name is Dominique Pruitt, and I started Don's Bomb Gourmet Popcorn LLC in the summer of 2021 to introduce delicious and unique flavored popcorn not found anywhere else in the world. Why, you ask? Because I make it in my home with love, just for you. We offer over 10 flavors and are continuously creating new flavors that can be customized to any color or taste for your next event, party, or fundraiser. So go find yourself to our website and find a bombastic flavor of popcorn at donsbombgourmetpopcorn.com, or you can also follow us on Instagram or Facebook at Don's Bomb Gourmet Popcorn.
And not only that, but if you guys are interested in possibly becoming an alpha reader for my own book series that I have been working on titled Gifts, The Lands of Gafora. The link will be in the chat for you guys to be able to click it, join the Discord, and give me, and join in on the alpha read that we are going to be starting very soon. I'm super excited about it. 5 chapters will be going out to alpha readers for you guys to be able to read and kind of give me a good temperature check on how you are feeling about the series so far. So if you guys would like to check it out, if you guys would like to read it and join the alpha reader community, then definitely do so.
6 nations divided, how the gods envisioned the lands of Gafora, where nations must praise their gods individually. Inguvu, the god of power, Altira, the goddess of reality, Akasha, the goddess of space, Akaili, the goddess of mind, Nafasi, the god of time, Isarin, the god of soul. Each god bestowed their name and universal property to their nation through the blood of their land. Diligent praise to these gods, along with the blood of the land, allows the inhabitants of Gafora to wield the universal property of their god. These inhabitants are called gifts. It is forbidden for these nations to fraternize with one another. Gifts, the lands of Gafora.
That is right. So if you guys are interested in being a alpha reader, then fill out the application below with just basic information and join the gifts community. Okay. And of course, with that, you will be able to join in for the rest of all the other alpha reads that will happen for the continuation of the entirety of the book, not just for this section. You'll get the next ones and all that other stuff. And then once I get into like more world building, you'll get a lot of backstage to that stuff. And then once we get the Kickstarter going, you'll get backstage to that stuff. It's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a fun time. And I hope everybody is ready to join in on the fun time as well. Join the Discord. Become an alpha reader today. All right, let's check that out again. Where is it at? Here it is. So we're gonna copy this, and then we're gonna slap this into our. Where's it at? Make a copy of that. Boom. And this will be the Great Hunt, if I'm not mistaken. I'm like, where is my? There we go. That'll be week 2. Okay. Week 2, chapter 1 through 5. And then that'll be 3. 4, 4, week 5. Okay. Then we got our calendar right here. It's taking about 10 years to load. Let's turn everything off except for Marvel Bros. There we go. All right. Oh yeah, that's right. X-Men 97 is gonna start being on Wednesdays too. Invincible's not on here. I'm gonna have to hold on. Okay, so damn, X-Men 97 is gonna be on Wednesdays. That's unfortunate. Damn, and it's until May. Damn. Why? Why would they do that? You know what I'm saying? All right, so what is today? The 6th? Today is the 6th. So next week is Invincible. And then the week after that is X-Men. So damn. I guess we could start it on the 13th. I'm just really nervous that X-Men is going to finesse us and be like, we're coming out at 6 p.m. instead. Like, that's what I'm really, really, really nervous about. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay. Um. Yeah. More Invincible will be cool. I need to catch up, bro. Definitely catch up on Invincible. Invincible is awesome. Invincible is amazing. Okay, this is what I need to see. I know that Prime is like based in the Netherlands or New Zealand or something like that. So they don't do midnight releases. Their releases are always like 6 p.m. or something like that because it's the next day. So if that's the case, then that's fine. Arthur the King, I don't think that's something that I'm too like fond of tuning in with. So I think next week would be a good time to do to start up book club part 2. I think that would be good to start book club part 2. Or season 2, I should say. Yeah, Invincible is lit though. I was very bummed that they only gave us half of the season, but you know it is what it is. Not a lot that can be done about it. How many chapters? The Great Hunt. No, not chapter summaries. 50? 50 chapters of for the Great Hunt. So yeah, we can do the same. We can do damn near the same amount of episodes then. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we'll just say 9. Week. Six. That's 7. That's 8. That's 9. And then we're just gonna go with 10 of them, just to be safe. They should release X-Men on Saturday mornings. Yeah, it's kind of a fumble that they're not. It's like they don't know their audience at all. Like, what a terrible marketing plan to not do that. You know, they give us all of this nostalgic vibes leading up to it, and they don't release it on Saturday mornings at like 9 a.m. Bro, you better bet your ass I'd be up at 9 a.m. watching it with doing a watch party, bowl of cereal, in my jammy jam still with a blankie. Are you kidding me, son? Like I would definitely be ready for that. Like I don't know what they're doing. Like like why isn't it there? Like why haven't they done this? It's right there in their face, and they just decide to sit on a throne of lies and just not do the thing that they should definitely do. What up, everyone? Yo, what up, ACM? How you doing, G? Marisu is objectively correct. If they release X-Men 97 on any other date other than Saturday morning around 10 a.m., it's the wrong choice. Yeah, it is the wrong choice that they're having it pop on Wednesdays at midnight. Like, what? Talk about not understanding your audience, yo. Like, I need to start a petition. Like, what's going on? Like, it's a week, 8 days, right? Yeah, there's 8 days until X-Men 97 comes out. I wonder if I released a video every day until then, if it would get any traction. I don't know if it would. I don't think it would. But I might get some views off of it though, so I might create some content like that, you know? Hey, with 7 days left until, you know what I mean? Hit them with that. With 7 days left until X-Men 97 releases, I just want to start this petition to hopefully get Disney to come into their good graces of minds and actually release this on a good day. And that day would be Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. Like, I don't know who is at Disney and did not think of that at all, but it blows my mind that that's not something that we got going on. Like, honestly, like who is in charge of the marketing? And whoever's in charge of the marketing went stupid with it because they have so much available to them. It's wild that they didn't do it. Went off on a little rant there, but I stand by it. For real. Okay, so let's go. Instead of week, I'm gonna put episode. Control H. Week, episode, match case, replace all. Thank you. And then that'll be chapter 20 through whatever. And then that'll be chapter whatever through 50. Or that might be on episode 9 for all we know. All right. So we have that, and then we'll put date. Bam. Gotta go to bed. See you later. All right, Thatcher, you have a good night. Rest, my G. Okay, so that'll be sleep well and wake, Thatcher. All right, so starting with episode 1, we'll do 3, 3, 13, 24. And then 3, 20, 320. 320, 24. Oh, 4. And that'll be 4. Oh no, I'm tripping. 4, 3. Oh, I put 4, 3. 4, 3. 4, 10. Whoa. Whoa. This is 417. 424. 5 Oh, I think we might finish before my birthday. Oh, nope. I've lied. 5, 8. And 5, 11, yo. All right. So we got the dates, yo. We got the dates. We got the dates. So that's about 3 months. Damn, it's about 3 months anyway. Should we just start in April so we could do April, May, June, and that'd be like because that's a quarter right there. Damn, should we just do April, May, June? Nah, it's okay. We'll do March, April, May. Ma'am, we can do ma'am. There's one chapter late in the book that you really have to listen to Kramer read. It's iconic. Ooh. Oh, okay. So book 2 is a Kramer read, and then go back with Rosamund Pike. Her name always fumbles me for some reason. Bam. Oh, what happened? There we go. Hmm. Oops. Blade Master or Five Ride Fourth. I'm not sure Rosamund Pike has recorded book 3 yet. Oh, it's in book 3 that you're talking about. I thought you were talking about book 2. Okay, I got you. Those would be my guesses anyway. Hmm. What might be? What might be? Oh, what might be is the one that's iconic. Okay, okay. Tap in. Okay. I'll check that one out for sure. Pike just won an award for her narration of book 3. What? So they already okay. If they have if they have her narration out of book 3, then season 2 must cover book 2 and 3. Because I don't I think it would be a bad choice for them to speed ahead of what they're gonna do with their own show type of vibe. You know, right? Like they'll drop the next narration when the next season comes out that corresponds with it. Is that how it's been working up until now? I really don't know. I'm kind of just making guesses, and I don't even know if they educated ones. That's a good choice. Mari Sue always coming through. Pike has done the first 3 books so far. Okay. So then I think my assumptions may be correct. I think my assumptions may be correct. All right, guys. Well, that's what we have for it then. Um, no. Wait. I did this backwards because this is supposed to be episode 0. There we go. And then 10 is like is always like the bonus episode. The final thoughts. Oh, no. Episode 10 full book review. There we go. I think these are some good dates, solid dates to have. Marisu, everything looking okay on paper so far. Let me know if because I know you still have to fill out the rest of the chapters, but I still think we got the first 5 weeks down. So now we got to add the. So do we need the weeks back? Yeah. Week. Nope, I don't want it at the. I want it at the end, and then we can do like that week. What? And now that's one. I hope this isn't confusing to you guys, but this is how I usually need things so I know what's going on. There we go. And ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. And that'll go into my calendar and stuff. I'll send it to my wife. Let's go. Let's go. And then I guess we can add another one of these here. Bam. All right. Everything I need is right there in my face. This will be how we do it. Week 1, episode 0. The prologue will start next week. Hopefully. I will say that this is possibly a this is possibly up for change. I'll say that, okay? This is possibly up for change because I still have to talk to my wife and she could be like, "Nah, you got to start it. You should start it the next week." And if that happens, I'll let you guys know. But this is like almost stamp of authentication. You know what I mean? Like all we need now is Remy's approval, and then this is what will be happening from here on out. Yeah, so I'm actually going to be copying that link and I'll be sharing it with my wife in our Discord that we have. Oh, 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 oh. Here, move that over. Who? Oh, here, Marvel Bros. Bam. All right. The Great Hunt is truly great. As much as you enjoyed Eye of the World, I can't wait to see what you think of book 2. I am also really, really excited. I am so excited to continue the Wheel of Time. And I am so excited that I'm actually scared at how excited that I am. And it's also one of the reasons why I don't want to get too far ahead from the show, because I don't want to go from a watcher to a reader and then become a reader watcher. You know what I mean? And being like, holy crap, I don't like the way that they did this show, because I actually like the show right now. But I feel like if I continue on past where, if I continue past it, I feel like I might not like the show the same, because like if you guys have been watching my Halo watch party, then you know that I am having a lot of issues with how not, you know, how not Halo is, right? I mean, and people have a lot of issues with Avatar: The Last Airbender, Netflix, or as I like to say, Netflix Avatar: The Last Airbender. But I feel like it's okay, right? I feel like it's a good one. I feel like there's nothing wrong with it. Well, I'm not that there's nothing wrong with it. I'm sorry. I'm speaking too fast without thinking. I apologize. I feel like there are things wrong with it, but I feel like, it's still a pretty solid show, and it's nowhere near as bad as the old version of the live action, and it's not like the best thing ever done either, but I feel like I can even appreciate Natla because of Wheel of Time Prime. Because of Watt Prime, right? Because I feel like Watt Prime has allowed me to uh it's like I understand what a lot of you guys have been saying about it not the book. Okay, I'm sorry. I understand what a lot of you guys are saying about the show not adapting book 1 but the entirety of the series. That is very much what Natla has done. Is they are adapting the entirety of the series, not just book 1, right? So it has a lot of things that need to, I don't know, change. I don't know if change is the right word, but it has a lot of things that it needs to fix in its own right, but we need the rest of the seasons to even know if those things really need to be fixed, right? Because the characters the character development for Watt Prime is not the same characters for the Wheel of Time Eye of the World, right? Watt Prime season 1 and the Eye of the World characters are not the same characters. They have the same name, but they don't have the same development across the board, right? But at the same time, they do have the same name and they are the same characters and they do kind of have the same development, but it's nowhere near the same development. You know what I mean? It's like the characters both still develop from being from point A to point B, but it's just the journey on going from point A to point B is entirely different from book to show. And that's the way it is with Natla. The A and B are still the same, but the journey from going from A to B is what's different. And in my opinion, that is an okay way to do an adaptation if we're doing it, you know, if we're doing a remix, not a cover, okay? Like Halo is not a cover, it's not a remix, it's not anything. It's not even A is the same and B is the same. Now, how do we get there? It's more of A and F are the same, but we're gonna change B, C, D, E. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where it loses me at with Halo. And from reading the books and going back and kind of seeing Wheel of Time in my head, and that could be something else that we do for Wheelie Wednesdays is going back and rewatching the original season. I think that would be something that'd be dope now that we've read the book. Um, but I'm just interested to see what's going to be going on, and where we're going to be headed towards with with season 3 and so on and so forth. I'm willing to bet at some point you're going to start itching to read faster, especially when we get to the part where government redacted. Yeah, okay. All right. All right. All right. I've loved these books for 3 decades, My dude, I have quibbles about the show adaptation, but I still enjoy the show quite a lot. Only Perrin's wife will really makes me angry. I actually completely agree with you at that point, right? After reading The Eye of the World, in my opinion, there is absolutely no reason to kill his wife. I don't think anything even that serious happened in the book to him, right? To make him need to have that type of equivalent in the book. Like, why did he didn't have a wife in the first place, and then they give her a wife just to fridge her? That really is super weird to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. And that's why I feel like she has to be a dark friend, and like his senses were coming into play at that point, and that's why he swung his axe to murder her. That's all I'm gonna say. Which is to say, even if you go beyond where the show is, there's a lot to enjoy about the show. I can appreciate that, and that's why I think I just feel like I don't know, man. Like I don't know. I think it's just I don't know. It's definitely different. It's definitely different. If you're cool with Natla as an adaptation, reading into book 4 before season 3 of Wat Prime shouldn't ruin your enjoyment. I agree with you to a point, only because Natla is live action and Atla, is a animated show, and Natla takes things so much more serious with a lot of things that it's already a completely different thing from what we got. You know what I mean? But they're taking some of those liberties a little bit too far with wrapping everything up into one thing, and that's why it's really not like this isn't the remix to Ignition. This is the cover of it, and that's what they told us though. So I'm always okay with having my expectations curbed first and foremost. And I think that's one of the reasons why I don't like Halo so much is because like I don't think my expectations were curbed whatsoever because I really didn't know anything about the show and I wasn't diving into anything about the show. So when I saw the show and it was like this is a freaking travesty to the name of Halo, it was kind of wild. I think as far as bad adaptations go, I feel like it's kind of like Halo is up there, right? Like Halo was kind of up there. It's like what the hell was freaking bro's name? What is that psychopath's name that made the first Avatar? Um oh, M Night Shyamalan, right? We got Shyamalan, and that's bad. And then I feel like you have uh Halo, and then like The Witcher, and then like Natla, and then Wat Prime, and that's probably like the order I would put that stuff in. You know what I mean? From worst to best, I guess you can say. Oh, and then His Dark Materials is like the best for me so far. Well, I haven't read it though, so I can't say that. I guess. Well, I haven't read a lot of the things that I talked about just now. So I guess I don't have a foot in the race completely. But any of you guys that have read all of those, then let me know if you agree with what I just said. I was watching the first 2 episodes in a movie theater, and I was real concerned when they brought up a wife. Only Zoe Robbins screaming at a Trolloc brought me back in. Oh, that is so dope that you got to watch it in a theater. What the hell? Why'd you get to watch it in a theater, ACM? What's going what? Moiraine doing the main Theron speech to the Edmonds Field 5 was what completely sold me on the show as an adaptation. Oh, I dig that. I really dig that. Something did that for me in Avatar in Natla in Navatar, if you will. And I can't think of what it was. I think it was when I think a lot of people hated when Gram was like when she said the opening of the book as like an exposition, but I was okay with that. I wish his Dark Materials had gotten more traction. Yeah, it sucks that there was not a lot of people showing up for that because that was freaking masterful. Oh, The Expanse. Oh my god, The Expanse is probably my favorite. I think I like The Expanse and his Dark Materials are both some of the best shows like for real that I have ever watched. Like they are up there. Prime premiered the first two episodes in theaters in a few cities. One was Austin. I barely made it in. People stood in line for 7+ hours. Damn. That's wild. HBO did zero marketing for the show in the US, so only book fans watched it. What? Yo, hey, are we surprised that WB dropped the ball? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I don't think we are even almost surprised that WBD dropped the ball. That is what they do. WBD, we ball drop. Pause. Hilarious. But again, let me know how this is looking for all of you dudes and dudettes. If you guys like this so far, this breakup, this breakdown of the Wheel of Time, the Great Hunt stuff, I think it work. I think it looks pretty smooth. I think it's gonna go pretty smooth as well. I'm really excited to get it cracking. Like I said, all I got to do is show the wife, and then if she signs off on it, then next week we'll start. I don't know if I'll have the book by next week. I might, but for sure I'll have the audiobook, so I'll be able to do it. So for sure I'll be able to get into it and get it popping. So I really hope you guys are, you know, locked in. I hope you guys are ready for it. I appreciate everyone that has tuned in and vibed out with me today, tonight. It's gonna be an amazing it's gonna be an amazing next 3 months here. Like when we tap in with the Wheel of Time, the Great Hunt. I'm super excited to do our From Watcher to Reader series, and this will be part two, if I'm not mistaken. Uh and I'm pumped for it, for real. I'm pumped for it. You should watch the 2008 Golden Compass movie for a laugh. It's the same caliber as M Night's Avatar. Really? I haven't seen that movie in so long, but I know that like my cousin and I think even Remy was like, "Yo, I love the Golden Compass." And I was like, "I really don't remember the Golden Compass at all, but this show was awesome." Like when I would tell them about the show, they would talk about the Golden Compass movie, and I don't even know I don't know if it's good or not or whatever. Do you like it or do you not like it, or is it like, I mean, you're saying it's bad like M Night's Avatar. Is it really that bad? I don't even know. Is it supposed to take I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't know the book names or anything or what's what, so I couldn't even begin to take a guess. Oh, oh, that was fantastic. I will make a graphic for book club, The Wheel of Time, Great Hunt, and then well, at least once it's solidified, and then we'll post that on YouTube and all the other pages, and then it'll be going and flowing and growing. Yeah. And I also saw that there's a way to go live on shorts, and I really want to experiment with that. So tune in for that too. with all that being said, you guys, next week we will be starting, hopefully, next week we will be starting our Wheel of Time Great Hunt book club, our From Watcher to Reader series, season 2, I should say. And I am so pumped to get it cracking with everything else that's going to be going on. I love the Wheel of Time. I know you guys love the Wheel of Time, so it'll be awesome to be able to partake in this with you guys yet again. And I can only hope uh everyone shows up like they did the last time. Season 2. And yeah, let me know if this works. Let's get a 1 in the chat if this works for you. Let's get a 2 in the chat. If it doesn't, let's get a 3 in the chat if you're not too sure. 1 in the chat if you guys are down for this format. 2 in the chat if you would like to not if you would like to wait or something. You know what I'm saying? Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know how you're feeling. I think this should be good at the very, if anything, all these weeks will shift 1 or 2. Like if anything, we might start in April at the latest. Like just so we can start at the beginning of the month instead of like in the middle. Like that would be the biggest change that would come to this. But other than that, I'm pretty sure that this will be solid, yo. Either it'll be shifted a week or a month or not at all. A week, a month, or not at all. Take your pick. No, I'm just playing, but for real, I'm really excited to get into the Great Hunt, especially because season 2 of the Wheel of Time, season 2 of Watt Prime was fantastic. So I know that book 2 is going to be insane. Like, I know that book 2 is going to be insane, honestly. Like, because season 2 of Watt Prime was just, I loved it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had such an amazing time with it. And I don't know if I don't know where what falls into what category, but no matter what category everything falls into, I'm gonna be excited about each book. And what I mean by that is, like, a lot of people have said that season 2 is book 2 and 3. So I'm like, are we gonna have that dragon moment at the end of book 2, or is it gonna be at the end of book 3? And if it's not at the end of book 2, then how does book 2 end? You know what I mean? Like, I have so many freaking questions about everything, and I really want to know what's going on. So I'm pumped. I'm excited. Um, I can only imagine how the book is gonna be. I'm really juiced, and all of you guys have continued to tell me that the series only gets better and better and better as you go along. So I'm pumped to continue to just keep on trucking until we actually, have the definitive finish, the definitive of what's gonna be going on. Like for real. I'm excited. Like so excited. The Golden Compass was heavily edited by Christian groups to make it safe for the children. Damn. That kills the entire movie then, because I know they were whooping that. I know they were whooping everything that was going on there. Golden Compass movie was so bad that even though they had Daniel Craig, Nicole Kidman, and Ian McKellen, they still couldn't save it. Wow. I didn't know that. I didn't even know. I don't even know who's in the movie. I literally have not seen that movie since I was like 6 or 7. No, I'm not. I don't. Maybe 9. I don't know. Like I haven't seen Narnia, any of the Narnia movies, and The Golden Compass, and I'm probably about the same amount of time because I think I watched those around the same age. Ooh. Excuse me, Lord. I don't know what that was about. But with all that being said, if you guys haven't already, make sure you follow us on social media at Marvel Bros to stay up to date with all things Marvel and everything pop culture. You can also follow me on social media at Sensei Finito to stay up to date with all my thoughts, theories, and opinions on whatever particular thing I may be partaking in at that particular time. And you can also check out the weekly podcast wherever you get your You can also check out the podcast wherever you check podcasts out at. We're gonna be having things going up over there, and I keep talking about it. That Wheel of Time podcast is going to be coming soon, and it's going to be all the backlogged content that we already have. And then once we catch up, we'll keep it coming. We'll keep it coming. We'll keep it coming. So that's going to be a good time. That's going to be a fun time, and we're here for a long time and a good time. So I hope y'all are too. Super pumped to start with. Super pumped to get it. Super pumped to get excited. What? I'm excited to get it started next week. Yes, 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 yeah, that's right. I'm excited to get it started. I'm excited to get it started. It's about to be a party. Make sure y'all join the gift scored if you're not in there. And make sure if you want to become an alpha reader, you definitely fill out that application because they are out right now. We are looking for people that want to partake in the reader rooskies. And I think probably this Friday. Wait, no, I don't think this Friday is gonna work because I know I'm going to see Imaginary Friday, Kung Fu Panda on Thursday. So maybe Saturday, depending on what's going on, maybe we can do some gift stuff then. I think Saturdays might be the vibe for book stuff. So we'll check out, we'll check it out and see what's going on there. Saturdays or Sundays or something like that. And there's so much stuff that I want to do, so I just kind of got to empty out my brain and get it going. If you guys are in the Discord, we're probably going to be doing Saturday morning cartoons in preparation for I almost said Wonder Woman, but in preparation for X-Men 97 um because wow, because X-Men 97 does start on the 20th. So probably this Saturday we'll do like a marathon of it, and then the next Saturday we'll do a marathon again in our Marvel Bros Discord. So if you guys are in the Marvel Bros Discord, just look out for that watch party because we do have watch parties in the Discord where we're all able to kind of join in and check it out together. And then sometimes we have little after shows where we talk about the things and whatnot. So if you guys are there, you can always join in on all that good stuff. It's always going to be a good time. It's always a good time to talk to you all and see you all. Marisu, the dopest mod around. Definitely shout out to you. I appreciate you so much for, vibing out for real. And being awesome and amazing as you always are. Appreciate everybody else that was tuning in. And I hope to see you guys all next week. And as I always say, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Stay awesome, stay nerdy, and don't forget to stay marvelous. Sleep well and wake.
If you guys would like to support Marvel Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.marvelbros.com and buy some merch. Represent the superfan. Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties. We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update,